Okay, so YMYL is your money and your life. So health industries, finance industries, these are the tricky ones. And again, at marketing, we actually work with those industries because those are the highest revenue businesses and they actually would benefit the most from what we do. So when you're writing an article and you're doing SEO, if you're doing anything related to health, it's super important that the articles are accurate, right? Because you could publish something and they could do the wrong decision. And if someone makes the wrong decision about their health because of your article, it's not your fault because they did it, but it's your fault, meaning it is. So let's try to make sure that we do a lot of research for each article. And that's a whole different, step-by-step process, how to make sure that an article is true, and that stuff is gonna be covered later. But in terms of your money and your life, you have to make sure that your team page, which we're gonna talk about in a different clip because that's already a whole different subject as well. If your website is in a health industry or finance industry, you should definitely have a team page because it's gonna show Google the actual people on your team. And your goal should be to actually get certified people on your team. And even if they're not on their team, you can get them to be on your team. Like we'll talk about that later too. But if you have doctors and MDs and clinical psychologists and finance experts on your team page, then even if your content is not written by them, but Google will see that they are on your website, they will more likely rank. And if you're writing articles in an industry, YMYL, your money or your life, it's really hard to rank on Google regardless. But especially in these industries, Google knows that it's health and your money, so it needs to be by a certified clinician, and obviously there are ways to get them, but ideally you have them on your team already. If not, you could transform your own personal brand and your own personal image and biography and bio on your team page. You can write it in a way that signals to Google that you're an expert, even if you're not actually like a certified expert. But if you are really experienced in this industry, you could just write your bio in a way that makes sense. So that is the secret. And the secret is you have to actually just have people on your team that know what they're talking about and then present that to Google on your website. Because even if you do know what you're talking about, if Google doesn't know that you do, what's the point? So you have to actually have a bio and team page and original images. And the more you can provide authority to Google, not just through backlinks and articles, the more likely you'll rank. Because think about it, if website 1 has an authoritative team page with doctors and clinicians, and they're writing articles about mental health, and then website 2 has really good articles and maybe even a little bit better articles, but no team page, Google will still rank the website 1 better because it has a team page with authoritative people on their team.